Viewer discretion is advised. In 2013, I was working at a gas station. The ice machine broke as usual and got fixed on my shift. This is a picture of the ice machine. I was sent to bag ice because we were almost out. I headed to the back room and set up to make as much ice as possible, as quickly as possible. This could be done by sitting in the middle of the two chutes and using one foot on each side to press the foot pedal and dispense ice. Then you would have to grab each bag, twist it, staple it, and put them on the dolly, which was placed behind me. With all the luck of a bad cartoon character, the panel wasn't screwed back into place, and the panel fell. Again, with the luck of a doomed cartoon character, it impacted the top of my head perfectly on the corner, so all of the weight hit that one little spot. The pain hurt so bad. I slid my stool back and covered my head from what I thought was a customer attacking me. It wasn't though, but the fear of this actually kept me conscious. I couldn't move or even open my eyes for probably about 5 minutes because the ice had started to melt. When the door alarm went off, alerting me that they needed help up front. So I turned, finally got my eyes open, turned, grabbed the panel, and walked it out to my manager. I carried the panel out to my manager, handed it to him, and said, "Here, this just hit me in the head and it really hurt." He took it seriously and filled out an incident report. He then handed me a paper with approved hospitals if I needed to visit one. I told him, "It hurts, but it's not like it made my head bleed." It was a golf ball sized bump where it had hit my head though. I worked the next hour of my shift, and during that time I forgot how to use a mop and called a car a cheeseburger, and also kept dropping everything. Again, in usual fashion of what the actual bleep, my parents had just moved 5 hours away, so I went to the place where I was staying, which was my friend's house. I walked in the door, mumbled, "I got head," and then walked to my bed and fell in it and went to sleep. The next day I woke up with this killer headache, like pain I've never felt before. I didn't know at the time, but my world had just changed. In pain and crying, I begged for my friend to take me to the hospital, but she did. To be fair, I didn't have to beg, but I was just in so much pain, I was begging. I would later find out that where that panel hit me caused all of the connections in my brain to be fried, meaning that one piece of the brain couldn't talk to the other piece of the brain. I don't know how you survive this, but apparently you can. But it's not without consequences, like the inability to walk, talk, sleep, eat, or even remember anything about yourself. You're basically a walking zombie, and that's when you can actually walk at that moment. During this wonderful time of every lobe for itself in my brain, I had to sit there and wait for all these connections to find a new way to talk to each other. This is one of those amazing things that the brain can actually do by itself, rebuild connections. Basically, it rewires itself. Unfortunately, that takes time, so opening bags was not happening, standing was not happening, crawling was happening a lot, and also there's no talking, no video games. So what did I do? I laid in bed and wasted away, literally, while watching Netflix. As simple as that sounds, it was anything but simple. I couldn't even remember what my parents' face looked like, and so I started to cry. Every time I tried to tell somebody that my head hurt or that I couldn't walk, I couldn't because I could not talk. It was, and still is, a living hell sometimes. You are stuck inside your own body, not being able to do anything. And you don't even know you're broken. If you like this video and want to hear even more stories about my insanely bad luck, go ahead and follow because there'll be a lot more. Thanks. Bye.